Untold Legends is a Dungeons & Dragons style hack and slash, cut out of the same cloth as games like Diablo, Baldur's Gate, and Champions of Norath. For those unfamiliar with the game, that means it's basically an action-oriented role-playing game that emphasizes things like attacking monsters, collecting items, and leveling up your character. Anyone already worn out of the genre won't find anything new here, except portability, of course. But if you still got the Jones for a solid hack and slash, or need to finally pop your cherry on a new genre, then you'll probably be very pleased, particularly if you have a group of friends to link up with. Games like this are always means to an end. There is an underlying story, of course, complete with hokey writing and characters that send you on missions to keep you moving back and forth through the game's 70+ dungeons. But none of that stuff is really the point. Untold Legends, like most hack and slash games, is all about the character development. Pure and simple. That's where the payoff comes from. You start out by picking a character class: Alchemist, Druid, Knight, or Berserker, and specify traits such as skin tone and hair color. Every subsequent battle nets you a new weapons, clothing, and armor to dress up with, along with experience points that accumulate to give your character regular level boosts. In turn, these level boosts provide you with points that can be used to enhance your character's attributes: strength, intelligence, dexterity, and stamina. And to teach them new spells, upgrading existing ones. There are even items in the game that you can attach to weapons in order to give them traits like fire, ice, lightning, wind. When all that is said and done, the payoff is wandering dungeons and slaying trolls for many hours is a uniquely original character that you put together from your own sweat and tears, with its own unique look, its own unique set of skills and attributes, and a unique assortment of clothes and weapons. Combat is easy and fun, but also repetitive. The controls are laid out so that melee attacks, special attacks, and potion use can be done at the touch of a button. You only have 1 or 2 special attacks or spells at your disposal in the early going, but by the time your character reaches level 20, you'll be able to manage half a dozen. Tank-like characters such as Knight and Berserker eventually specialize in melee combat, whereas magic users like the Alchemist and Druid usually go on to learn spells that can wall up an entire group of monsters. Admittedly, the fighting system itself involves a great deal of button mashing. Most of the time, cookie-cutter enemies such as spiders, skeletons, and dragons will run up in pairs or in groups, and you'll end up trading blows. By repeatedly tapping the X until the room is clear, occasionally you'll have to use a potion on the fly, or an enemy will hit you with freeze or curse attack, so there's at least a little sticking and moving going on. Personally, the repetitive combat and level designs didn't annoy me all that much, because the game gives the player a lot of choice over where to go and tackle missions, how much time you spend in dungeons, and so forth. Untold Legends is high on flexibility. You don't have to tackle the missions people give you in a particular order, and you can return to the old dungeons anytime if you want to gain more experience or simply stockpile more loot. Everything you've heard about Untold Legends is true. It's a solid hack and slash, but it doesn't really break any new ground. It's also very repetitive, and yet, for the right kind of person, it can turn out to be extremely addictive. Definitely give it a chance, especially if you're not worn out on the genre or happen to know someone willing to buy the game and link up for multiplayer games with you.